Hey y'all, give a few minutes. Hey sis, how you doing today? I'm just giving it a few minutes before I start talking. How you doing? I'm okay, girl. I took a I took a melatonin last night, and girl, I haven't been taking them because they make me have dreams, and so yeah, it proved it to me last night that the melatonin does give me bad dreams. But I don't think this dream was bad. It was just weird. It was weird. It was weird. Oh, I could see better without these on. What's going on? I think I can't read though. I have to go get me some more dollar glasses because I got to go get my prescription changed on my real glasses because I can't see. I can't read. It's the problem. Let me see, can I see these? Yeah, so I guess I can get started. Hey, beautiful. Hi, sisters. Listen, y'all. So I took a melatonin last night so I get some sleep because I don't get sleep because my grandson, we don't know what to do. I gave him some the other night, the kid kind, and he went to sleep, girl, but he woke up 2 hours later and he was up for the rest of the night till like 8 o'clock that morning. So what I do is I lock him out my room. He be in there with his dad, and but he makes noise, so I can't sleep in my house with noise. So I be up. I don't get no sleep, you know. So last night, yeah, I am in a good mood. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot, just hit me up. So I had a few dreams. I was watching Kwame last night, so I had a dream about him. I don't know why, but I was dreaming. I guess because that's what I was looking at. My niece had to take. Yes, girl, it don't work. It works, but it gives me nightmares. You know, the first time I had a nightmare, I'm not even gonna talk about that because it was spiritual, but it was wicked at the same time. Benadryl don't work for me no more because I've been taking it since my daughter died, so it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. And then, for whatever reason, 4 o'clock in the morning, no matter what I do, I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So this dream was about, hey, fresh chocolate, Benadryl, yeah. So I don't know what was weird is I didn't have a great relationship with my grandfather because I'm gonna give you some jewels from this book. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my mom. You guys may be able to chime in and say something, if anything relates to you. But I was told when I was born that I was conceived through rape. And oh, let me show you the book, you guys. I got a copy of it. Oh gosh. So, well, where's the camera at? Well, I showed it to you guys already, pretty much. And then that's the back, which kind of gives you a description of what the book is about. So, I was told that I kind of changed my tone after I met my father physically, because he was hurt. But I have my own thoughts about that. But I changed it to I was told that I was conceived through rape. So whatever the situation was, my mother didn't bond with me like she did with my sister. And I was a hungry little girl who wanted love. And I'm just tell you a little bit of the beginning part, and then I'm gonna skip all the way past all that. Um, so I was hungry for love. She told me that when I was little. I think I was like 7, 8 months or 6 months or something. I fell on the floor. I fell off the bed and kind of rolled under it. She yanked my arm while I was still under the bed. And so I had lost my breath or whatever. And she just sat there and looked at me. And my auntie, she was screaming, and my auntie came in the room. And I don't know what she did, but she hit me in my back or whatever. And to my mother, she said, "I don't care what's what, but this is your baby. This is your baby." And I looked at like a little Mexican chunky little baby with curly hair. You, she said, "This is your daughter." And my mother said she grabbed me from that point on and held me, but it wasn't the truth because that's not what I felt growing up. That's not what I felt as that little girl. So when I was being abused by the family member, I used to go in the bathroom and I used to punch myself in the nose and bang my head on the wall and just abuse myself and say, I hate myself, I hate myself, I hate myself. And she told me years later that she used to hear me. And I was like, and you didn't knock the door down to come, because I know if I heard my child in the bathroom doing, I'm going to break the door down. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really fault her. I mean, it hurt, but I don't really fault her because this tells me that she did not have the tools or the help to walk her through the process of having a child the way that she had it for whatever reason. So that was pretty much my hunger and my desperation for love and my willing to do anything to sacrifice myself for love. And that became a part of who I was, a person that would, you know, sacrifice myself for love. I just want to be liked. I want to be loved. And it hit the streets, it hit. And so when I was about 13 is when I started running away from home because I was tired um, of the abuse because it happened till I was 12. And I remember the last time I said, I'm not letting you do that no more, and I started running away. And so pretty much that was it. And as I got older, I could feel it, the bond that wasn't there, that it was different. My sister had her father, she had my mother, and I didn't have nobody. I didn't feel I had nobody. So, just willing to do whatever to please my mother, and that took on its own life, when I got on drugs, and that was something that bonded us. I'm taking care of her as long as I'm doing this. I'm taking care of my mom. Whatever look crazy to people, but it was my reality, and I was willing to do whatever for her. So my grandfather, I told you I was a PK kid. And so my grandfather, he didn't like me too much. And it was because I told my grandmother put me in counseling, and that's how I found out I was molested. I didn't know what being molested was, but being around other kids and sharing their stories, and um, I shared I shared what I was going through and why I was running away and why I didn't want to be there. And I said I didn't want to be a church girl because we had to go to church Monday, with missionary Bible study, and they were all separate days, prayer meeting, all this choir rehearsal. I do all this stuff at the church, and it was like you live in this house because we had to live with my grandmother because my mother had a brain aneurysm. I think when I was 11 or something, and she had brain surgery. She came out, she didn't know who he was, but as she got her memory back, she started using drugs. So then she started running off and leaving us. So we ended up having to stay with my grandmother. And so, like I said, I was tired of the going and getting and getting that being propositioned. That turned me into a little gold digger halfway because I was being propositioned for candy, for that. And a lot of times when I was younger, it was like if I didn't do it, I wouldn't get to go to the store with the rest of the kids, and it was just crazy. It was crazy. So those were those times where I would go in the bathroom and punch myself in the nose and bang my head on the wall and chant, "I hate myself." And then there was a time that I allowed it, and I thought it was something wrong with me. I didn't know that that was something bad. I thought I was bad. I was nasty or whatever. And so I got tired of that. So I started running away. And then the drug thing happened. I got on, let me say, I had my son at 15, my second one at 16, going on 17. Yeah, I had just turned 17 when I was just getting ready to turn 17. And then I had my daughter at 21. And so that was that. So years passed. I've been a mother. I've been off drugs for 30 plus years, almost 35 years probably. So I pretty much did my bad stuff when I was young, other than hitting the streets and hustling and doing what I had to do to make my kids have it, because I was determined to not be the mother that my mother was, which I still had a lot of her attributes. And I'll talk about that another day when I talk about my son, because I actually was not there mentally and for him, emotionally for him. So he had his start. Okay. So let's fast forward. 2000, what was it? 2003. People's always telling me, Steph, you need to write a book. Your story is like something out of some God. You need to write a book. And so I would start writing, and then I would put it down when it would get to an area where I can't handle it, and it would get painful or whatever. And I've always been a functional depressed person. I've always dealt with depression, always. But I was functional, working and hitting the pavement and doing what I had to do. So I started writing this book. So let's go forward to 2010. My mother always knew I was writing my book, but this is when it stuck. 2010, I had got my ex-husband had did the book cover for the other book that I was in called Stories of Transformation, and he, one of the good writers, didn't like it because it was a lady. I don't know if I could show it to you. Let me see. But it's powerful. It actually matched up with my chapter from Bondage to Beauty. Um, let's see, is it right here? Just me. So my girlfriend said, Stephanie, I need you to get in this project with me. I need you to put some stuff from your book together and come join the book thing. So I was like, oh Lord, okay. And then I had to do it quick because the book release was coming up. The book was about to come out. So I put some stuff together and put it together. And did my little chapter or whatever. And so my mom heard about it. She's like, she was telling people I'm gonna sue her if she put this book out. You know, so she was gonna sue me and all this stuff. And I think I had shared with you guys before that I had to talk to a few people because she scared me because I was like, I don't want to get sued. But they was like, Stephanie, this is your story, and if it's the truth, your mama don't want to go to court with that, you know. So, but I understood why she felt like she felt because it was embarrassing for her. She felt embarrassed, and I told her, uh oh, okay, StreamYard. I told her this is, I said, this book is not about you. This book is really about screen share. Let's see if I can do it this time. Okay. Screen share. Get me over there where it is. Entire screen, window. I don't know why I have such a problem with this. And I don't have no more of those books because okay, go there and share. Oh, okay. So this is the book cover right here. How do I don't know if you can see it very well. Can you guys see it? Hey, Fee. Well, this is the book cover right here. It's a butterfly and the lady who's under the water being held down, chained. But this is it. That's the book cover. So she had a problem with it. She said it was demonic. So I went ahead and did my piece. And so my mother heard about it. She was telling people I'm a sewer and all that. So I went ahead and did the project or whatever. And that was 2010. That was right when my son got murdered. Um, so I think it was May that my son got killed, May the 13th. They did a production. They had a lot, Michael Stampley, Crystal Aiken, all these different people there. Tommy Ford narrated the monologue. They did a monologue about my story or whatever. And so that was a few days later when my son got killed. So that was that. So this dream. Let me go to the dream now. Okay. So the book didn't actually. That book hit. That book hit the. You know, that's what got me, encouraged me to finish my book. You can't. You can't see that well. Okay. Let me try again. This. What I'll do next time is I'll put it. Oh, I could do it like this. Hold on. Hold on. I know I can do this. Ha ha. Uh, from bondage to beauty. I can do this. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Why it won't? Okay. I was trying to edit them as my avatar. Position your size. Okay. Oh, okay. Apply. Where's it at? Done. Oh. Well, it won't work. Forget that. So so the book did what it did. It did good. It encouraged me to finish my whole book, my whole project. So I did that. I'll send you a picture. I'll text you a picture. So I did that, and I finished my book. So this dream last night, it was about my grandfather. It started out with my grandfather, and I was doing the woes me for real. I was like, why do they treat me like that? Their clothes. You need to step up. I know you don't like me. I said, but I need you to tell them. And so my grandfather called my mom in the room and called my sister. And he started, why have you treated your daughter like this all these years? And because of the way that she was born and the way you conceived her. And so my mom was like, first she was real negative, but whatever my grandfather did or said, he got he got it there to her. She got it, and um, she was feeling bad or whatever. And so I was telling my grandfather, I said they both double team me all the time. It's always them against me. And I said I think they're jealous because of my strength. Because when I got on drugs, I got off. And I said to wait till she got older to start her crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's clean now. But it was just crazy. And a mother doing drugs with their kids was just insane. My grandmother was appalled by it. But it is what it is. It was what it was. So I can't remember detail because it was like earlier today I should have wrote down. But it was crazy because my grandfather was actually getting to her, and I was like surprised because I was like, he couldn't stand me either. But I can remember the day when I think that he got angry because my grandmother sent me to Pastor Humphrey, which is from Chicago, and he was one of these kind of pastors. He had a ministry. His whole thing was he started to come as you are at the churches where you can wear pants. He started that nation all over the nation, and the Sunday Night Live. He started that. So my grandma was like, I want you to get with Pastor. I want to go visit that church that came to Granddaddy's church that night. And I was like, my granddaddy had a revival and he came there. And I mean, his people was jumping up. I'm delivered. I was on drugs. And my grandfather was actually told him to have them get up for my mom because my mom got up and said, I'm tired of using drugs. And this is when we both were using together. And he was like, she was like, I'm tired of using drugs. I said, but I don't know. My father always tell me, quit hanging with the people. That ain't working for me. So then the people just started jumping up. It was pretty awesome to see where they came from and see where they were then. They didn't even look like it. God took all the residue, all that stuff off of these people. So one day I was getting loaded and I was tired. I was tired. I was getting evicted out of every place I was getting. I was tired of dragging my kids around because I wasn't gonna let my kids go. But nothing. After my boys, you guys are really disturbed. I had my boys took them from me, before I had my daughter. I went through a lot. And so my so I wasn't willing to do it. They never saw me use drugs. They didn't have a memory of me doing it. And I was like, "Whoo, that was God. That was only that. That could only be God to do that." Because I don't know how they didn't know. Because I was going through it, but they didn't know. They didn't have the memory of it. I never did it in front of them. Never. It was a weird situation because God protected me and them from them being exposed. Because I know people, boy, whose kids knew what they was doing. So I was blessed in that area. Um, so I told him, I said, I'm getting high right now and I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. He said, okay, give me your address. Give me your number. Give me your address. So he said, I'm gonna send somebody to get you. And so he sent this girl. he sent. I'll never forget her because I love her to death. He sent Karen to my house, and I guess she had expected for me to be toe up. You know how it go, but I was one of them kind of functional until I lost my kids. That's when I lost myself completely. But I food in the house. You know what I'm saying? I was straight. I dressed, my kids dressed. You know, it was just I was fucked up. So I started going to the church, and I remember I was like, I was just like had everything pent up in me, everything pent up in me. And I remember her like urging me. She was like, let it go. She said, let it go. Let it go, Stephanie. Let God use you. Let it go. He's trying to use you right now. Let him use you. And I was just like, uh and then one day I just went crazy. I cleared the whole pew out. And y'all, I was coming to church with the damn pipe and the dope in my pocket. I mean, I was for real. And I remember that last time I got evicted, I said, God, either you give me the courage to jump in front of this truck, heal myself, or help me. And that's when he started to knock stuff off, stuff just knocking off. So I kept going to church, and it didn't matter. I kept going to church. I was still getting high. I was still getting high, and I just continued to go to church. And the next thing you know, I got delivered. That was insane. That was insane. And I've been clean ever since, but then God became my everything. And, I sing and stuff. So we sung all around the world and stuff. We traveled and sung our choir. We did plays. We sung background for People Bryson, Roberta Flack, what's her name, Martha Menenzi. A lot of the people, they used to do a Christmas play at the David Symphony Hall in San Francisco. So we did that. We did. I didn't do every year, but I did a few of the years. And we also did background. We did a play with the three blind men, or with the four of them. We sung background for that. God was just, that just became my everything. Singing and record a CD, record a video, all this stuff. So that became my drug, church. I was there. I was there. Choir, so we did Sunday Night Live, and we were probably one of the best choirs in the Bay Area, other than Love Center, but we was hitting them close because we was singing their songs, and they was like, y'all some bad niggas. Oh, they're on I don't know if I have it publicly, but Olivet Missionary Baptist Church, girl, we was off the hook. Sound like birds chirping. It was a nice big choir, but we I miss those days. I miss those days because those days that kept me. That shout and that praise I had, boy, because I had a crazy one. They used to be like, she don't care. Where she don't care. And I would say, if you knew what I knew, like my best friend said, if y'all know what she been through, you wouldn't be saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my to get it out, get them demons off me. I got to get the glory. So um yeah, so that was that. And so I went to that church and got free. And then one time we would have family gatherings. My grandmother was my glue. That was the reason why I would come around my family. I wouldn't come around them no other way but her. And so she's been gone. She's been gone. She died in 2000. My grandfather died in 2004. She died in, no, 2003. She died in 2004. She died of a broken heart. But my grandma was my everything. When I was out there, she would call me because I had a grandfather that was a cheater. You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest problem with the church was how he gonna tell me what not to do? And he cheating on my grandma because my grandma called me. She knew I was crazy. She was like, "Baby, your grandma needs you to go beat this whole ass." And so she know how much I loved her, and I would do anything for that woman. So she would call me because she was hurt. And she knew she had a little gangster little granddaughter and her little crew. So, I went through that with my grandmother, so it was hard for me to look at this man and look at God in him, and I couldn't. But when I got to Pastor Humphrey's church, he was like, let me tell you, he's a man first. We are men first. And he kind of helped me understand my grandfather a little bit. And he ain't Jesus. We all fall short. He was throwing them scriptures at me and all that. But the biggest part of it was he said he's a man first. So I understood. I gave it a little room. I didn't like it, but it is what it was. Um, and so me and him, we didn't click. I used to understand. I didn't understand why I asked him for $5. He was, I ain't got it, but he'll give it to somebody else. And I was like, oh, he don't like me. And that's because I speak my mind. I've always been the type to speak my mind and say what I gotta say. I don't care. Sometimes I was right and sometimes I was wrong. And I can admit my wrong. But so this dream was he actually made my mom take responsibility. And I woke up and I was like, what was that about? What was his dream about? What the hell? I didn't understand it, but it happened. It happened the way that it happened. And I don't know if God was giving me closure, because when my mother died, okay, I was uh 2013. Let's see, when did I go in a coma? Okay, my sister called me and told me that they were getting put out of their place or whatever, and told me my mom had cancer. And so I always had a little 2-bedroom apartment. I said, come on, you guys, come on, you got to come over here. Just bring us some stuff. Well, my son gave up the bedroom, his bedroom, for them. And it was like a nightmare living in that house, because it was like you can come in and you can feel the tension of this side against this side. So, but I was taking care of my mother. It was still this side against this side. My room was in the front, theirs was in the back. And but I would go to the chemo appointments with her 5 hours. I would sit there with my laptop and I would be typing and doing my little Facebook ministry. That's when I used to do the Joel Osteen quotes, and I used to post those every day. And then I would post stuff God would give me or whatever. And my page was kind of popping. It was kind of popping. Different things I would talk about. And so I went through the coma, the chemo. Then we went through radiation. And so my mother and them was that, you see that picture that was on this. That's my brother, my sister, and me. I was a fat girl back then. Um, we went to Florida, but he was now living in Hawaii. So they planned to go to Hawaii. They went to Hawaii, and while they was in Hawaii, they plotted against me. They called and got another, because I was my mother's her, what do you call it? I kept her. I took care of her or whatever. And so they called and got another person. And they did this behind my back. I didn't know. So they were plotting to move when they came back. They was plotting like a motherfucker. I done took my mama through all of this. And it was just so hurtful. So when I found out about it, I called them. I said, I got to talk to you guys when I get back. And I'm motherfucking pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I'm pissed the fuck off. So they came back. I told my sister, I don't know what you going to do. I said, she could stay, but you got to go. So my sister left, and then my mother left, but she wanted to wait for the cable to come on at the spot where she was staying, so she wasn't leaving because she had to watch her TV at my expense. Okay, so I was angry, I was hurt, and 3 months later, I got a call from my auntie. I was getting my stuff back together because I had, like I said, I sacrificed myself at the expense. I wasn't really making them pay a lot of rent. Sister's paying PG&E bill, and mom was paying a cable bill, I think, and nobody was paying rent. So I was expecting to win my little case, so I was allowing. So I should have made better choices. So I was left in kind of a bad situation, and I was getting my stuff together, whatever. So I get this call from my auntie, and she's like, Stephanie, your mom's in the hospital, and the cancer came back. I said, oh, really? I said, well, let her baby take care of her. I did what I was supposed to do. I took care of her. I sat in the appointments. I did all that. She said, Stephanie, you ain't going to do that. And, People tell me, they said I wouldn't have did shit. I would have let her ass. But I said, I didn't pray. I said, let me pray. Because I was hurt. I was like, I was about to get put out on the streets and stuff. And golly. So, of course, I went up there to go see her. And my sister and the other, her other person that was taking care of her didn't know nothing. I knew every medication she took. I knew everything that was going on. She had a brain tumor. She had she had just had cataracts, stuff done. All of this different stuff. I knew every medication. I knew everything that was going on with her body. Everything. So these doctors trying to figure out what's all going on with her, why they making their decision. Well, my sister's getting prepared to put her in a home so she could just die in there. Okay. Sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Um, sorry, sister. I still love you. So I told the doctors what was going on. I said, my mother said, my computer brain, this is my computer brain. That's what she called me. And so I let them know. I said, if you guys have any more questions, I let them know everything that was going on with her so if they can know how to proceed. And she said, what did what was I going to say? So I told the people everything they needed to know if they needed to call me with anything else, and I said, but I'm done because me and my sister got into it at the hospital. Security and stuff was coming, and nobody put their hands because she couldn't handle the words that I said to her. I wasn't trying to fight or nothing like that, but she got mad, boy, because she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it. So I called security. I left. I said, I'm not doing that shit to myself again. So my friend, he called me. He was like, Steph. So I found out that she went into a home, into one of those homes, and so I was like, oh Lord, I don't want to deal with this no more. I don't want to deal with this no more. I'm free from this. Why am I putting myself back in this? And so I went up there to go see her, and it was shit trails all in. It was just nasty in there, and I was just like, oh my God, what the hell? What is this? What is this place that you got my mama in? So I went up in there. And the little chick who was her, what do you call them? I forgot what you call it. I told that bitch, I said, let me tell you something, bitch. I said, I would have respected you more if you would have found out everything that's going on with my mama. I said, how are you going to be her help, her keeper, whatever you call it? How are you going to be that and you don't know what's going on with her? Y'all did it for the money? What's up? What's up? I said, I don't even respect you. So I went in the hospital and I said, check this out. My mom can't go to the doctor. So she's basically in here until she dies. And they said, basically, caregiver. Yes, there you go. Um, so she's in here until she just dies. And they said, basically, that's what this is. We just try to keep her as comfortable as possible. I said, check this out. What do I need to do to take care of her at my house? And then she said, well, we're going to do hospice. We need to set her up a hospice. I said, okay, get everything that I need sent to this address and bring my mama to me. My mama needs to come stay with me. So, went home, set up everything in her room, got the hospice people, well, they didn't have her stuff there. So, basically, she had to sleep with me about 3 days or whatever. And I told her, I said, don't you die up in my bed now. You know what I'm saying? And so, she had to sleep with me until the hospice people came. So all I know is I think it was April the 1st. My mother lasted 29 days. I said, I'm not going to let her die in there. So people like, Stephanie, why would you do this to yourself? You got peace in your house. Girl, I lit candles. I lit the candles. I put on the gospel music and let it play light through my house. I said, ain't anything not like God ain't walking through this door. The devil got to get the fuck up out of here. And I'm saying it like it is because that bastard is vicious. He vicious. And he had did so much to me. So I was like, So my house, you can feel the peace. So people, all my family was coming and visiting her, and so I decided. I said, well, we're gonna do her give her flowers while she's alive. I ain't had no whole bunch of money. I had the money that I was making being her caregiver. And so I got on the phone. So my auntie was like, well, we want to do this and we want to do that. I said, now I'm making decisions. My sister's incapable of doing anything. She's older than me, too. So I got on the phone. I called my church. I called some of my folks. And they was like, Stephanie, whatever you need, we got you. Who going to be in charge of the food? So I called my cousin's dad, which my auntie's ex. And he has a ministry in San Francisco. So I called him and I said, can we, and see, my family, they're kind of money hungry. So, everything is about money. Everything's about money, so it's the truth. So, I set everything up on the phone. So I asked, so my church came. I was trying to get her because I come from a background of singing. My auntie Regina she sung with James Cleveland. She sung with, they sung with Helen Stevens, the Voice of Christ. My mom did too. She was background. My auntie was a lead singer. My cousin Charlene, she sang with the, what you call them, girl, the Weather Girls. You know what I'm saying? So I got a bunch of singing in my family. My dad's side is singers too. So I called every. So my church family, they came and they sung, and it was nice. But that morning, my daughter came over to cut her hair, get her ready. She ended up not even coming to the event. We had a video with everybody. My auntie's husband made a video about the everything, her little journey, whatever. So she wasn't there. So I actually had it listened. I had it on my phone so she could listen to it, and she listened to as much as she could because she woke up. She was really. It was. I saw her disintegrate daily, every day. I saw it. I was like, damn, this is hard to watch, you know. And I promised. I said, nobody gonna ever come in here and smell her. She won't stink. I kept her clean. I kept her I kept her right. I tried to, I fed her as much as I could feed her until she stopped eating. She was smoking her little weed. I let her smoke that in my house, Lord. Um, and so we went to church. Me and my sister went to church on the Sunday. I think my son watched my mother. And that Sunday night, she took a shit. Y'all gonna read in my book. Y'all gonna be cracking up because you gonna crack up when you read it. But she took a shit, and I mean, she shitted, and she had shit in her fingernails, and I'm saying to her, "Oh my God!" I said, "If you was a child, I would whoop your ass." I told her that. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie. I'm sorry." I said, "That's okay. We gotta clean you up." So, me and my son was cleaning her. I think my daughter. And no, my brother that was there. So they all was, I don't know, because they wasn't no goddamn help. I didn't get no sleep for that whole 29 days. I know that. And so we cleaned her up and stuff, and she was actually boo-booing. Yeah, she died the next day. So me, my brother, my sister sat on the bed in my room, and my brother's like, well, Mom didn't want you to get any of her money. And I said, what money? She said, her insurance. I said, I don't give a fuck about no insurance. That's my mama. I'm not waiting for her to die to come up. Okay? She ain't here because of that. I don't care. I said, but it hurts me because I'm the one that ain't working, that's taking care of her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got jobs. Y'all good, but whatever. God got me. God always had me. That's why I call myself God's girl. So that happened. Then the next day, the nurse came over. The hospice, no, not the hospice, the priest. I can't remember. Girl, my mind is. So the chaplain lady came. And she said, "Oh, Stephanie, you look so tired." And I was like, "I am. I'm nobody." And I just fell on her. And she was like, "Oh, God, baby." So she prayed for me. And we went. in the room. She said, let's read a scripture and pray to your mother. So I went in there and we went in there and she started reading scripture and then she started praying, girl. And I don't know what came, well, the God just, and I started praying. I mean, I don't know if I prayed. I'm not you. I have prayed like that, but I was praying. I was at. I had to take over, and I'm telling you, I ran in my room, and I went and got my oil, and I just started rubbing it on her, and I said, "Devil, you cannot have my mama," because he was tormenting her. He was tormenting her. And I was praying. I plead the blood of Jesus. God, I'm standing in the gap for my mother. Devil, you cannot have her. Take your hands off of my mother right now in the name of Jesus. And I was just talking to God. I was just crying out, save her soul. Devil, you can't have her. She's a child of God. God, forgive her. And I was just, I was speaking for her. And I'm telling you, the nurse, the chaplain, she hit me and she said, Stephanie, look, because my mother she was just in her bed squirming and doing all this. She was in so much pain because at that point I can only put some, um, what do you call that stuff? That dope. I could have put it on the side of her cheek because she wouldn't let me brush her teeth. She wouldn't let nothing. So she was just squirming and she stopped. And it's like a peace came over her. And she said, Stephanie, look. She said, oh, you are so powerful. You are so blessed. You are so powerful. Look at your mother. Oh, so, I'm crying and I'm just like, I don't care what this woman did to me. I loved her. I loved her. Oh my God, I love that lady. And so, yeah, morphine. Thank you, because my brain is shut down right now. So, so that whole day, so the chaplain lady left, and my daughter came over. Everybody was gone. Everybody was over there. Everybody had left. My sister went to the emergency. My brother left or whatever, and my daughter came, and my mother because I had to get those bars so she can't fall on the floor because she on her ass one night. I had to get up because I had a baby monitor in my room, so I could always hear what's going on in there. So I jumped up and got her up off the floor, and so my daughter was over there, and she had squirmed her because she went from maybe because she was skinny, but she went from like 100 pounds or something to 60 pounds. So she squirmed and leg got caught in between the little thing, and I called my daughter. I said, "Baby," I said, I'm gonna take the top out of her and pull her up." And I said, and you pull her foot out of there. And so we did that. And so my daughter left. My daughter stayed for a little while and she left. Then my auntie came up. She said, baby, I know you tired. So why don't you get some sleep? I'll sit with her. And I said, HKK is happening. It's happening right now. She didn't boo-boo. I've been changing shit all day. So because when the hospice came, they told me that it's gonna happen soon because I thought they did it after they passed away. So so I so my auntie so she did it again when my auntie was there. So my auntie's like, baby, you gotta come, we gotta get her. She's got caught up in those things again. So I said, I'm gonna grab her up here and you put her leg through, auntie. So I grabbed her, and as soon as I grabbed her, it was like she stared in space. Her eyes just went blank. I started running around the house and I was screaming, but she wasn't gone all the way yet. And so I called them. I said, y'all got to come back. So she made it until my brother and my sister and all them came back from where they were. Um, and I was just going nuts that night, because I didn't want her to die, but I knew that that's what's going to have to happen. I wanted her to be around family instead of in a hospital or whatever. So I was in my room and I heard everybody go, no! So I peeked around the corner and I actually saw her take her last breath. my son screamed, and my sister screamed, and I started beating on the floor. I turned into a nut cake. And so everybody, so we called the hospice people to come over. And I jumped into bed with her. Yeah, this is it's not funny, but it's hilarious if you know me. And he said, "All right, now, Steve, now that's enough. You didn't take it too far." So I got it because remember I'm scared of dead people. But I got in the bed with her and I held her and stuff, and so the hospice man, the nurse came. He said, "Okay, Stephanie, you know how we are. You know how you are about her. Let's clean her up. Put on some of her favorite pajamas or whatever you want to put on her, so we can take her because we were getting her cremated. We had no funeral. We did the give her roses while she's still here, and so we next thing I know, my kid, my daughter was getting all the stuff off her teeth and all the grit off her teeth, and I was washing her. My son was cleaning her, washing her feet. It was just amazing. And the nurse said, look at you and your babies. And we didn't even trip. My sister was there. Ooh, she was on the phone with the insurance company, and her kid, nobody came in there, but it was me and my babies. And my son was like, "Mama," because he was like, "Why is you letting them back in our house again? They did you fucked up." And I said, "That's my mama. That's my mama." And so this is why I'm saying all of this. After all of that, I felt like, and this is what I was saying last night. Well, I don't want to cry, you guys, but I can't help it. Because this is probably and this is where I felt like the closure came from with my grandfather doing about that dream. Because I remember going to eat after me and my auntie at the IHOP. And I said, I feel like shit. I feel like trash. I said I was good enough to clean the shit, but I wasn't good enough for nothing else. And people was telling me, it's like, I don't know how you did it. I couldn't have did it, Stephanie, when I know the way that they have treated you. And so last night, I was telling my grandfather, I said, I feel like a piece of shit my whole life. I was good enough to do this, and I was good enough to do that, and I was good enough to do this. And I said, and I knew in that month, that 30 days that my mom was there, she would say little stuff. All I need is Stephanie. Why is it that all your sister want to do is spend my money? You know? And I think she was really trying to tell me she was sorry. I don't know if that's what she was trying to say, but I felt like she was trying to say something to give me some kind, but she was so bitter. She didn't have what it took for her to just say, Stephanie, I'm sorry for the way I treat, and I think that's what I wanted. So when I woke up this morning after having that dream, I felt like a peace. It was like the man that didn't like me stood up for me. I'm sorry, you guys. So I think the moral of that story is that I got a little bit of peace out of that. I got a little bit of, when you grow up, when you have to take care of yourself all the time and never have somebody stand up for you. That's why I'm such a fighter. I don't bother people though. But when they bother me, I lose it. That's why I went so crazy on that lady, especially talking about my kids. Because I don't bother people. I would never. That's not even my heart. My heart is to uplift and encourage people, give people hope. Because I'm still here after all of that. It ain't no sad story. It's real life. It's my life. I don't need pity parties or any of that. But my auntie said that to me. I said, I miss this family. I wish grandma was here. Because that was the glue that kept me coming around everybody, was my grandmother, because I loved her. And she said something like, I can't subscribe to the I can't subscribe to the sadness. And wonder why I don't deal with my family. You call subscribing to sadness to me losing two of my babies? Wow. If that's the only way you can look at something like that, it's something wrong with you. What God are you serving? Because the God that I serve don't see that as pity party. He see that is a life-changing moment and painful. I don't look for pity parties though. But I'm always I gotta get strong so I don't cry. This is crazy. I don't think I'll ever get past tears. I'm a crybaby now. Mm. But it's good, yeah. Ugh. Damn, I said I ain't gonna cry. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get through it. So what my next move is, every now and then I'm gonna come on and do some stuff about myself. And then, like the ladies that I'm gonna do the lives with, one of them got mad at me and said she didn't want to do it anymore because I didn't contact her. But see, when you have when you deal with grief the way that I deal with grief, um, I can't really schedule appointments because May was a hard month for me. I didn't know that 11 years was gonna hit me like that. So, she's inboxing me and you didn't call. And I said, honey, I'm dealing with a child with autism that don't let me get no sleep. I said, give me a call so we can talk, so I can talk to you. I said, I don't have your number. And I've been inboxing, but because I got 7 pages, I didn't know what page that me and her was communicating on. Hey, True. Um, so she got mad, and so we going kind of back and forth. She go, bye, Felicia. I said, you know what? I'm not. I said, I'm only giving you this moment because we have been through a lot together in the loss of our children. And I said, if you can't let me explain to you what happened, then why do you keep inboxing me? Why do you keep sending me messages? You know what I'm saying? She keeps sending me, bye, Felicia, I'm done. Okay, well, because when I get done, I'm done. I'm deleting your ass. I'm blocking you because I'm not entertaining that. I'm not finna do it. I'm not fitting to be in no argument with no female. No, no. So it ended up she got mad at me and hey, I see you, True. What's the name? Give me a second. Hey, oh. So I had to knock her off because everybody else, most people know me. You lost one child, I lost two. I mean, I have a hard time sometimes when I go through my struggles with the loss of my kids. Sometimes I shut myself off from the world. So, so that was that. So I moved on. So some of the ladies was like, what I want to do is I'm gonna do a panel with them, and I'm trying to get a date that they all can come. Um, and do it. And I think because I know one of my girls, she's never shared her story. So I think with her being on the panel will give her a little bit more strength to be able to share her story. She won't be so, so I'm gonna do it that way. So I'm trying to get that done. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of them tonight and see if they if they can just come on. If I just get two of them, we're gonna go ahead and get it done. But I really feel like that's gonna be, and for me, every time I do these lives, that's why I got to do some other stuff too on this panel because it takes a lot of my energy away. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. And you see, I'm crying right now. Drop the link. Okay. Hey, my bro, wanna come on? Copied. Y'all got a link. Yeah, I'm sorry for the tears, but I can't help it. I am a crybaby.
Hello.
Hey, where you at? Hey, what's this? When you do picture?
I got an echo.
Mm-mm.
It's echoing on my side.
No, you sound cool. What's up?
What's going on?
You know I'm a crybaby.
It's okay to cry.
What's going
I
on?
be wanting you to stop crying though, but you gotta let it out.
Yeah, you know.
You sure you don't hear no echo?
I don't hear one. Do you guys hear echo?
Yeah. It
I
must
know. I know. Listen.
be just on my end.
Love you too. I am she. She is I.
Okay.
Love you too. So
Now
what's up with you? What you been up to? You've been dropping a lot of video. I can't keep up with you.
I know that's a good thing.
Yeah, because I can go back and watch them. You know, I save them all, and then I go back and watch them.
Okay.
You got a whole folder.
Yeah. I feel so special.
No, you do though, because I try to now. I've been watching Kwame. Woo, that boy is I like him.
Mhm. That's our worldwide spokesperson right now.
Ooh, he got Hassan Campbell yesterday. I was like, get him.
Oh man, I had yeah, I saved the
Woo.
video. Hey, let me know how do I can't see the chat.
You can't see the chat. You gotta push. Remember, you told me
I know,
you
but
gotta look up there and push comments.
I know, but let me see. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's going on. I see the chat at the bottom, and then when
Mhm.
I press it, I can't see. I can't see the screen.
Huh?
Like when I press the chat button. See, I'm looking at us. I'm looking at me. I see our faces, but when I go to the bottom and press chat,
Oh,
uh,
you want it on the side?
I don't know. I mean, I'm cool. I mean, I want to see you, but then I want to see the comments too.
Yeah, you should be able to. The
Oh,
comments is coming down the bottom. Is your screen widescreen? Do you have it on the whole screen?
oh no, that's what it is.
Oh, okay, do it on the whole screen, and then it'll show up on the side.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Now let me see.
But you can't comment because you on the chat thing, so you ain't gonna be able to comment. But you
I
can
just
read the comments.
Nah, I got it on side screen, and I, yeah, I'm on the side screen too. I don't know. I'm right here. I see the side panel. We ain't gonna waste too much time on that. I just want to be reading the comments that are going clicking in and clicking out,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is. So,
Are you on YouTube?
no, uh, I mean, no, I
You
ain't
gotta turn the volume down off the YouTube.
I ain't on YouTube.
I hear that now.
Yeah.
Is your volume too loud? Because remember, I was doing that.
I just turned it down.
Okay. I don't hear it now.
Yeah, I still can't read the text, but I ain't gonna waste up too much time. At least you stop crying and start smiling.
You ain't wasting no time. What you talking about? We ain't got nothing but time.
Yeah, but I can't. I guess next time we'll. I don't know. I can't see the text, but anyway. So you got a big smile on your. Hey, Kool-Aid. But
Yeah, she said you got both screens up. That's what I'm saying. That's when it echoes. If you got stream up and YouTube.
Okay, let me see. Let me close out some stuff. Bang. Okay, that must be my MacBook. That's okay. Y'all keep talking. I'll figure it out. It's okay.
What's up, Fee, about them facts?
Fee shall be about them facts. All right, now and okay. My MacBook is closed.
Amber.
Yeah, my MacBook is closed. I'm in the show. Okay. Still can't see the tabs, but just tell me what they say.
You serious? You can't see it? Make your screen big.
I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone. Okay, here go the tabs right here. And I can type like this. I can type, but I can't see the screen when I just typed it in.
Is it on, you in private?
Okay, so yeah, I'm just
because when I'm on, I can't type. I gotta go to YouTube, so I had to do it on my phone.
So maybe
turn the volume down.
Somebody gonna tell me. Right now I'm on my iPhone, and I figured it out later.
If you know, I am she is I. She be on your ass.
She be on my ass.
She be on you with the echoing.
Am I echoing still?
No, not to me. I can't hear it.
What about her since she be on my ass? I ain't know. She ain't never scratched it. At least she can do is scratch it.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, what y'all was talking about?
No, I was just I had a dream. I had a dream about my grandfather. What is this? Great. I'm so pleased.
Man, I need to figure out how to see these chats. Come on, Martin Luther King, sister. You had a dream?
I had a dream about my grandfather and my mom last night, so it was kind of weird. I think I got some kind of a piece out of that. He was actually getting on his stepdaughter about my treatment through my life.
Okay.
Made her own some stuff.
Okay.
So it was cool.
Somebody in the chat said some. 5 people said something, but of course I can't see them though. So, man, maybe I should go out. It's gotta be a simple solution. I don't know.
Well, what I've realized with the echo is when you have YouTube on another channel.
I just shut my MacBook down, so I'm on my iPhone right now.
How many tabs you got open?
You might have me on that one. Hold on. Nope. See, I only got one. StreamYard, and I'm on StreamYard. I just tapped the link.
Okay, so just turn it down some. Private. Oh, you sent the private. But you know what? You can't comment. You can't type a comment.
I know.
I learned that from being on.
I should be able to see them though, right?
Yeah, you should see them. I forgot how it looked when you do it from your phone.
I just screenshotted it, and for future references, I'm cool with in the comments.
I can't hear it. Everybody else can. I can't hear the.
What, the echo?
I can't hear echo. But I know for me, when I was on what's her name show, I had my volume on my, but I'm always on my laptop.
Okay.
Talk to them real quick. True. Let me go to the restroom.
I can't talk to him, but hey, I can't see what y'all saying. But Did y'all hear about the 87-year-old lady in Oak Cliff? She was murdered. Somebody tried to break into her house the day before. She called DPD. They didn't come out. She was a part of the neighborhood crime watch committee. And, DPD didn't come out when she called. Then she had a DPD officer that was supposed to be assisting with the neighborhood crime watch. So she called her friend after the DPD didn't come out, a lady friend, and then she called this DPD officer. And he didn't come out. The next day, she was murdered, and that is what happened on that day. So now, when the elderly lady say somebody tried to break into her house, she don't know the difference between somebody kicking in her door. In the way she talked, she would call it somebody tried to break in. But the fact that they tried that the day before and she was murdered the next day leads me to believe it's something more. And then on top of that, when they start showing the rest of when they start showing, like when they did the newscast, it's like they got the other, like the group, the rest of the crime watch. It made sure the news people saw their face. So this looked like something bigger to me.
You think?
I mean, I can't be for sure, but where I come from, adding up all the information.
Is it because she's part of the little organization they have, the Neighborhood Watch?
If it's because of that, that would make it something bigger automatically.
Yeah.
And the fact that just the circumstances, attempted break in. That's what I was just telling them. When the elderly person say somebody tried to break in their house, they don't know that somebody kicked in their door. That may look like to me they wanted to do it the day before, and they actually got it done the day after.
Yeah, but she was there too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't got no concrete proof, but the fact that you can't call the police, and that, just the fact that you can't trust the police is something even bigger that need to be addressed.
And that's happened in Oak Cliff too. So
I know it happened in Oak Cliff, and I mean, you seen who they showed on the news? They showed the rest of her lady friends that makes up the crime watch. So that's like, to me, it's a message.
Can anybody else hear True?
Huh? What you say?
No, I'm trying to see if they can hear this.
Echo?
No, she said she can't hear you.
God dang. I mean, it just ain't me.
I don't know. I'm asking. Let me ask if somebody can everybody understand True?
Man. Do you want? I'm gonna tap out.
Oh, okay. Fresh can hear you. So it must be something with her connection.
Who? It's one person?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I still can't see my comments. I mean, I still can't see the chat as it's going. But I took a screenshot of my screen.
You should have got on your laptop and then you can get on YouTube with your phone. That's what I do, so I can type, because when you're on here you can't. But I can see the comments.
So you want me to tap out and then go to your live on YouTube?
No. How you gonna get in on YouTube?
I thought
it's gonna take you to StreamYard.
Okay. I just tapped on the link, but I don't know. I want it fixed. So what?
Yeah, that was crazy though, and that one today. Woo!
What happened today?
With the boy who got killed this morning.
Oh, IG Live? You talking about IG
Live?
Yeah. That wasn't today. That was 2 days ago.
Was that 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did a video. It's more to that story too.
Okay, let me put this up here.
Why didn't Pop from the Neighborhood Watch not respond? It sounds like another setup. I mean, in this situation, it smells like another. It smells like something. And then let me tell y'all this: one thing about them elderly women that's been in the same city for their whole life, they know more about corruption than anybody else. They know the.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, she probably one of the ones that say what she got to say to whoever. Get
Yeah,
off this street. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but see,
She was probably one of them vocal kind of older ladies.
yeah, but in the cities just like Memphis, we know our city government is corrupt. So all they do is steal, can't police. It ain't too much different. But with these elderly people, if it's coming down, if the politicians is corrupt, then she got too much information sometimes. You know, she been there her whole life, so she know way more.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so it's
Damn.
something. It's just a
But
lot.
damn, I mean, come on. She was how old? 80?
87.
That don't make no sense. How could somebody do that?
They did it. How could they do it?
I just can't. I just can't. I can't fathom it. It's just. I couldn't even fathom just hurting hurting the lady like that.
I cried like it was my grandma. My grandma, 86. Just like Honeycomb Brazy, grandparents. Yeah, I be shedding tears over that.
Yeah.
I mean, I be hitting home like that. Cause one thing about it, they broke that's a code in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a code amongst off limits, and ain't nobody enforcing the code no more. So
Did you answer Fee's question?
I can't see the comments. So
I'm putting it up there.
Absolutely, or she snitched on someone and then got snitched on by the Pope. Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. That brings into question that DPD officer that's supposed to be assisting them. Maybe he was watching them, trying to keep them in line, because he didn't answer neither. So it's kind of something that I know it's bigger. To me, it feels in all kind of ways. It's something. It's bigger. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people don't read Revelations. I mean,
we in them times.
It's already been predicted and it's written, and then everything you see is proven. And you don't have to be scared, because that's not what Revelations is. It's just like you got to repent. Revelations should lead you back with proof.
Look at them twins.
I stayed away from that one.
That one was creepy to me.
I don't have time to be trying to figure out everything.
Yeah.
Because it's all the same.
Yeah.
So,
well, all of that is inside of Revelations. Sisters, brothers will turn against each other, fathers and sons. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This world is crazy. And that boy, I cried this morning because he was a baby, 21 years old. Just.
You talking about the LA?
Yeah.
The IG live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handsome young man. Just life. Just becoming in the life.
Yeah.
God.
That's
just
what
becoming an adult.
That's what I mean. When I dropped it, they always see the comments. So let me tell y'all. Let me tell them. Okay, I know LA business. I respectfully give you a one word of respect. I don't need no big ass 3-4 sentences talking about this LA business. Okay. I mean, he our brother. To me, he a young brother. I don't know if it's because I'm older and been there before.
Yeah.
But I don't care. What's the reason? If it comes down to colors. So for the person that killed him and for him and what he did behind that, I ain't gonna say on this live because it's LA business. None of that matters to me. You know, but to me, like he your brother, he my brother. Say something about the system that got y'all killing over colors, and then you'll feel how I feel. If you can't do that, well then hold your red and your blue flag up high. That's all I can say.
You know, My son was saying something to me yesterday about the radical white supremacies that get to march, but we can't march and do that. They can march with guns, and why nobody do nothing to them?
Uh, why nobody do nothing?
Yeah, why can they get into the Capitol and all that stuff, and we can't get close to it?
Maybe it was strategic. Maybe it was. Maybe it was a man. Maybe it was another ingredient of this gumbo they cook. You know, like it's supposed to be civil unrest, and I'm gonna say NWO just because this your live, and we know how YouTube is. You know, they got trigger words, but we got to have civil unrest for their agenda to be met, and you got to be scared to death, so you can't pay attention. So I ain't gonna say that word because this is YouTube, but you know, 70% should let y'all know what I'm talking about. If you got it, if you got it, you know what I'm talking about. Then yeah, yeah. So everything being pushed, y'all should be worried about. I can say Biden. I made a video about him and his crackhead. No, I don't care.
Feel that? Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
I'm like, this man called Kamala Harris. Okay, this is how he make mistakes. Instead of everybody, his team know he got Alzheimer's. The same way they say he the oldest living president ever in history. Okay, damn, you already broke a record. You know, man, you going down to history being the oldest living president. But then I know I seen you trying to get back on the plane and fail one time. Like when you failed the first time. You did your presidential way. Like, I ain't fine. And he fell right again. It's like, can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay, take your ass on up in the plane. All right. When you make a mistake and call Kamala Harris president elect, you ain't did nothing. Somebody came over, one of your staff members came over there, whispering in your ear, Mr. President, you are the president. You're like, yeah, you're right. President. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. Uh, Kamala Harris, president. Oh my God. God damn, you just I mean,
She just as bad as him. Sure.
he ain't got time to be bad. He just got Alzheimer's. See, that's something that you can't help.
How did he become president then?
How did he become president? Is the anti-Trump. See, these are the people that ran in the Capitol. They Trump supporters. They like, nah, Trump will be president again. And they're like, how he became president is because they dirty game they play. But see, Biden already knew. But see, that's why I be telling people that can vote. If you like me and you had was a victim of the system growing up, well, see, that was a plan for them. Was to strip the power for us come from vote, you know, and Kamala Harris, she appeared to be black,
Yeah,
but
but she
then
putting them in the prison. Shit, she's
she
the
Asian,
reason
half
for a lot of
Asian,
that.
and half Jamaican, and so I don't know. President ain't nobody. President don't even know something. He just rehearse for the script when the camera come on and take your little photo. It's the team that go from presidency to presidency. So you can't win. So I don't want to hear about no Democrats or Republican or none of that. It don't even matter for us. This your life. I ain't gonna be talking.
Oh, I'm gonna ask some questions because I'm trying to get, I don't
Let me read
understand a lot
this.
of stuff.
We marched to stop
I
police.
don't do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch the news. I don't. I'll hear about it later
Yeah,
because I don't. I can't watch the news. It's too depressing for me.
yeah. You don't like 100% lies.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
And I
watched
don't
it.
like hearing about people getting killed. I don't like. I just that's all you see is stuff that give you anxiety.
Okay, well that's okay. You fall in the category of women and children. So we trying to get this perimeter patrolled and secured in our community stuff. So I definitely can't do it by myself. But
But
I
you do a good job at it because I look at everything you do, so I learn some stuff from watching you,
yeah,
watching your lives. Because I just can't do it. It like this morning, that broke my heart to see that boy. It
yeah.
getting done. It just broke my heart.
The funny thing about it is he ain't the first one and he won't be the last. I mean it's back to back. But
Where is my medicine at?
what kind of medicine?
My anxiety medicine. Oh, it's delivered when?
Uh, I
What's
don't know.
today's date?
You got smoke weed? It's, yeah. Put another comment on it. I can't say it. GG. GG.
Huh?
Put another comment on the screen. Since I can't see mine, I'll figure it out later.
There is no another comment.
Okay. Cool.
What?
Yeah. So it's a lot going on in the world. I just know we got to take our. It's a percentage. It's a percentage of our race, black, that we got to. We should only be worrying about the percentage of us left that that's ready to go, because we've been through. We'll never get everybody on board in our own race, and sometimes you don't need a lot of weapons to fight. You just need strategy, and I think
They
that's
didn't
what we
deliver
go.
my medication to somebody else.
They did.
Yeah.
You ain't finna raise. You ain't finna raise hell about that. Then sit down, guy. Somebody, you'll find it. But
Somewhere where I don't live at.
yeah,
Mm.
so you know, just take all of it. I mean, strong black men, and we should be taking a poll. We should be doing our own census of who ready to step outside and and secure the perimeter. So women and children, that's a God given right for every man, you know. And then I be saying, like, for mothers that got kids, like the Hellraisers or whatever the media call our black lost boys, they the one out here doing a lot. But see, each and every one of them got a mom and a dad.
Mm-hmm.
So go get. It don't matter if the dad didn't know. You got a new family now, right? I mean, whoever is responsible, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Go get your baby out these streets. First, go get the dad, and dad go get the mom. But y'all go get y'all baby and give them a hug and tell them you're sorry together.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go get y'all kids. I can't turn a blind eye. Go get your son. You never know the effect. Because to me, all of the, since ain't no such thing as gangsters and gangsters don't live that long, everybody, they all need hoods. That's all it is. Only way they can be controlled and have this in their head. We ain't talking about the system right here. We talking about go get your baby out these streets or he
Mm-hmm.
hurt somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying he out of control, or instead of being separate. Pick up their phone and call his biological father. The reason why he wreaking havoc out here because it's a broken, fractured relationship. But y'all can do that together. But don't let them hurt nobody else. And you'll never know the effect that it have until you do it. That'll be
Well, let me
something.
put it another way too.
Go ahead.
Make sure you choose wisely when you pick your baby daddy.
Uh, Uh, I'm waiting on you to continue. Because
Well,
I know in their
from
mind, they
my
choose the
experience, I choose
same.
the wrong brother for my baby daddy, so I couldn't have went and got him to help me. I had to figure it out myself. I had to take my son on the judge had to show. I had to take him to counseling. I had to do all kind of stuff to try to save mine. I couldn't go get his daddy. So everybody don't have a daddy like that.
Well, how do you choose? Realize most of the babies that we talking about, I mean, you ain't got enough wisdom when you start having babies at under
15.
under 18.
I know, but I'm saying still,
No, the
that's
babies
that's
already
one
ready.
solution.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is
saying.
pick
The baby,
wisely who you have your child, who you have your children with.
well,
You
you wasn't
know,
even trying to be pregnant. You just like you wanted
I
that.
was.
Well, not when I say you, yeah,
Oh, you saying
not.
women in general?
I'm just saying the women that have the women that's young. Anybody that's 15 to 17 years uh older than their first baby.
When you come from a broken home and you have the mentality of wanting something that's yours and that can love you, yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They yeah. Well, we got hell raisers out here that y'all need to go. Yeah. See, man, it's a lot. It's so deep. Like,
Yeah, and you know, fresh chocolate. The let me tell you, I tried everything with my son. So the church. My son was lucky, but because there was one particular guy that shown interest to him, and he tried to help him. But most of those men aren't don't want to be bothered with it
you
because
talking
it's a
about
challenge.
in the
Because they
church,
challenge because they challenge those men, those holy roly men.
holy roller man.
Yeah.
So you making fun of my brothers.
No,
My
I'm
brothers ain't.
telling the truth.
I was just joking. I
I'm
agree
telling the
with you.
truth
I agree with you.
because even me myself, um, I said I was gonna do something on the church too. I was gonna do a live on the church because the church is I'm just be honest, full of shit. You know, they say all this stuff on the pulpit. You go up there, you join. They say, "Oh, we're gonna have you. Oh, we're
Uh,
gonna, huh?
you hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry. Get over it. We're gonna have you. We're gonna have your back. We're gonna help you through this." It's only for that little speech for that one time. And then there's nothing that comes after that. I told the pastor this, I said, you ain't qualified for my issues. He's like, we have everything here. Why are you doing this and why are you doing that? I said, you ain't qualified for my issues. Because when you sent me somebody, they couldn't handle me. Because I was too
I,
real.
I will respond.
Because I was too real. Because that person told me, Stephanie, you really have you really make a person have to look at themselves. And it's like, don't come with me with no bullshit. Come with me correct like I'm coming at you. Don't
Right.
come at me with that holy roly stuff. Don't
Yeah,
say I love you. Love is an action word.
well, I love you. Do
Okay,
something.
well,
Do
come
something.
on. That's an action word. You know, come on. Come on.
I'm just messing with
We ain't talking about you. We're talking about some of these old fake ass people.
you. Yeah, I was just. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes.
My dad's a pastor, so I got first hand example.
Mm-hmm.
But now it ain't. You can't find no solace in church. You just gotta look at the setup in church. Like everybody don't know what a 501(c)(3) and for the church, like it's a organized religion. So if you take what I'm going to say and
Mm-hmm.
apply it to every church,
Mm-hmm.
it's dictated. It's 12 minutes per sermon. You can't. The message gotta be living in 12-minute increments. You get three. Ain't why you get three concerts.
But you know what? What is missing is it has turned into a business instead of getting the right people in there because it's people like me, it's people like you that they can't handle because we're not gonna let you put us in a box. But we're the ones that have the real message
Right,
for the people.
right,
You
yeah,
know, that's why it says first shall be last and last shall be first.
right. And we
So
have
that's why we have to take our ministry out of the church. Can't do it in
outside.
the church.
In other words, you can have church outside.
Yeah,
Yes.
church without walls.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how. The church is the people. Ain't nobody asked y'all to go buy all these fancy equipment and lock the
Church is
door.
us. And I'm not gonna be, because I remember when I was at this ministry, and me and these girls, we started a little. We wanted to do we want to sing for a certain program here. Oh, well, y'all out here having rehearsals and excuse me.
Who said
I'm
that?
not gonna be contained to your structure. I'm sorry. You're not gonna put me in a box and control me. I need a letter. I need to ask your permission. Can I? Everybody needs somebody to cover
Leader.
them.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a leader, but I don't know who that leader could be, because I'm not gonna let somebody put me in a box and control me.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm not gonna do that,
You're not supposed to.
because the church needs an uncontrolled environment, because people are out there. The people that we need to reach, the people that are in there is just going through the same stuff over and over, over and over, over and over. They staying sick. They're going through the same stuff over and over. I did it for years,
I know.
jumping and shouting and all that stuff. But because when somebody, when I need a lesson, I needed to leave with me. I need to see change in me from that. And there's so much you can get
Right.
when you're in the box.
Yeah.
That's why I have an apostolic call on me. It's not in one place.
Hold up. That I need a definition for that.
Apostolic means that you're a person that goes out.
Goes out.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank
like
you.
Jesus did. He didn't stay in one place.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a new word. No, I'm saying that's how I do.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I need to know. Otherwise, I'll be doing this like everybody else.
Yeah, agreeing.
Yeah.
Agreeing to some shit you don't know about.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God.
That's definitely. I mean, I'm from rap church.
Mm-hmm.
It's two roles, and I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry.
Say it.
It's two roles in church that for the pastor's holds. Like it's two roles that can't nobody sit on for the pastor's women. Like his flock. They want to be the first lady. You know what I'm saying? And in every church like that, his wife is the first lady. But she can't say nothing. She be suppressed because of that first lady position. Like, okay. Go
And
ahead.
then you have some first ladies, I witnessed this, that don't want that title. She love a man, but she don't want to be bothered with all that stuff, because it comes with a headache.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
I know. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying, somebody gonna have to explain that. They don't need.
You got a bunch of floozies. It comes with a bunch of floozies that want your man. It just comes with a lot. It comes with having to share your man with the floozies.
Yeah. Well, she be forced. The first lady, that's his wife. This pastor's wife, he got permission. She know about it, but she ain't gonna lose that first lady title in church, and so she know what goes on when you that one-on-one session. When the pastor want to pray with you, that just means he want to already lead you to get on your knees.
I got a problem
because
because of my grandmother. My grandmother put some very good morals into me. I don't believe that when I go see the pastor, close the goddamn door. Don't close that door with me in there with you. Unless somebody's going to come in there, too.
Yeah.
There's just certain things you don't do. There's certain things you don't do. You don't go meet with a woman. You have your ministry. You have somebody that can handle the women. Because let me tell you something. My ex-husband wanted to be a pastor so bad. He wanted to smoke crack on Saturday and then go be a pastor on Sunday. He wanted it so bad. I said, All I'm gonna tell you is don't get a devil no room to get in here, cause I'm gonna call it out.
Mm-hmm.
And so he saw the way, cause I was on Facebook a week. I had 5,000 people. Every day it was people just, and so I call that my community page. Anybody, I accept it from anybody because it was like I don't know what happened, but that nigga saw that and he was like, oh, you know, and my girlfriend was like, nigga, you can't do what she do. They
Right.
like her. You can't do what she do. So this nigga start getting inboxes with talking about women. First of all, you ain't no pastor. You are a fucking counterfeit.
Counterfeit.
Yeah, because you want to smoke crack on Saturday and through the weekend and think you're going to come get a word. Yeah, you might be very articulate with the way that you say stuff and it impresses people, but it's not going to get the real people.
Yeah.
You know, so then you got bitches inboxing saying, you know, I need to share. I say, nigga, if you ever respond to that
Yeah.
and don't send it to me,
Yeah.
okay?
I got you.
So people don't. You gotta have standards. You gotta have some goddamn integrity when you're dealing with people's lives. You know, I was in another ministry. The pastor ended up committing suicide,
Mm.
and I told him. He said, "Stephanie, I don't want to lose you as a member." I said, "Check this out." I said, "You got like 60 pastors up under you." I said, "And if they didn't see what I saw, you got yes me niggas around you, and I'm not one." And he was a white man. I said, "You got too many yes me niggas around you." I said, and I'm not gonna sit there see you finna fall off a cliff and and I'm not gonna say nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move out the way. I'm gonna always love you. I'm gonna always have respect for you, but I won't be a part of that. Next thing you know, he killed himself. And all these people knew what he was doing.
Right.
You know, having a car placed on the church lot that's gonna
Thank
be auction. No, no, not auction, but they're gonna do a raffle.
Yeah.
The
Typical.
car wasn't even his to put on the lot to even put. He just taking the money. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about.
I had another pastor,
Can I
because I
read
have a gift. I had another pastor. I told him, I said, this broad calling you two peas in a pot. I thought that's your wife's job to be two peas in a pot. I told him, I said, she finna cause chaos in your church.
Mm, mm, mm.
And what happened?
What happened?
I'm like, boy,
What happened?
I hate I got that gift to tell
What happened?
these brothers some stuff, huh?
What happened?
The bride went in a room where, okay, he used to have us all come in town because his church was out of town, so he used to have us come in town, so he was doing this big old thing. So he put us in a hotel room and put her in a hotel, no, put some other people in a hotel, and she went in their room and they was talking while the other people had the glass on the door listening. Talking about he came to my room when we was in LA and the other people heard it.
Uh,
I didn't know how it was going to end up, but they heard it, and next thing you know, the next day the church was on fire.
what you mean on fire?
They was going crazy in there.
Oh
Because
yeah.
the people went and told him what she said. And his wife found out.
Yeah.
And I told him from the gate, I said, she's trouble.
Yeah.
I said, anybody, because when she told me, oh, we like two peas in a pot, I said, what you mean by that? His wife should be his peas in a pot. What you talking about? I said, you don't do that. And see, that's why I know the call that I and it's not no holy roly person. I'm not. I'm gonna say who I am. God knows who I am. I can't hide that from him.
Hello.
And that's why I try to tell my minister friends and stuff. I was like, I'm not like you guys, because I'm not gonna fall into that
Hey,
thing.
Steph.
Oh, I can't cuss, but as soon as you get out of church, motherfucker, I'm gonna be me.
Steph.
Hmm?
I'm gonna have to. My mom. She just called me. I'm gonna tap out and tap back in.
Oh, okay,
All
okay.
right. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Who else want to come up? Anybody want to come in? I'm gonna drop this link again. Let's see. I didn't mean to start talking about the church, but it's the truth though. Anybody want to come in? I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make Truth go on live on his. think we only got one person in here. Hey, my phone is dead. I gotta find out why my medication is somewhere else and I need it today. That's crazy. Well, looks, fresh chocolate. Whoever's else in here, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I have fun. Maybe me and True can do a live on his channel. I need to call and find out. Hope this pharmacy is open. Find out why they sent it to the wrong place because I need my anxiety medicine ASAP. Love you guys. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed today. I don't have a mic on this laptop. Mine on this dead. Okay, well charge up because maybe I'll come back on in a little bit. Find me something to eat and find out where my medicine is and come back on. Love you guys. Muha.